Hi, my friends. Happy Taurus season and happy birthday to all of my Taurus friends out there. I wanted to share a little bit of wisdom for the rest of April going into May relating to Taurus. So, Taurus is a fixed earth sign, and the earth is, as an earth sign, it's related to everything physical, our own bodies, everything we need at a basic human level for survival. And then going beyond survival, what do we need for comfort, right? To feel secure in our lives and in the world. So Taurus relates to everything from food and our homes, our clothing, the things that we want and need so that we feel good about ourselves, so that we have what we need, our essentials are taken care of. But it's also about what we value, and it's also about beauty. And it relates to the physical earth around us. Obviously, we are in a spring month. We're in the second of the three spring signs. So Aries is cardinal spring, begins in Aries, and everything's beginning to come back alive and bud. But Taurus is a fixed sign of Earth. So we're in that sustaining period of we're really now like the earth, everything's taking hold, taking root. Everything's really blossoming, blooming, coming into its fullness with beauty, with abundance. And we feel very connected to the earth and very aware of it at this time. Obviously, it's Earth Day this weekend, April 22nd. I hope you have some nice plans to be outdoors and do something beautiful connecting to nature. I wanted to share some poetry with you because I love poetry and April is Poetry Month. So while we're still in Poetry Month, and what I'm going to share with you actually comes from 1990. There was the United Nations Environmental Sabbath program, and it was a meeting of all these countries in the UN to discuss our environment and our earth and what our role and responsibility is in stewardship and protection of our resources and really loving our mother, um, which gives us life and which sustains and nurtures us in our life. And how do we create security for all beings on the earth, to live peacefully and to have their basic needs and security met. So I'm sharing two poems that were written out of the UN Environmental Sabbath Program. And these come from a book called Earth Prayers. I've had this book forever. I bought this back in college, actually, right out of college. We join with the earth and with each other to bring new life to the land, to restore the waters, to refresh the air. We join with the earth and with each other to renew the forests, to care for the plants, to protect the creatures. We join with the earth and with each other to celebrate the seas, to rejoice in the sunlight, to sing the song of the stars. We join with the earth and with each other to recreate the human community, to promote justice and peace, to remember our children. We join with the earth and with each other. We join together as many and diverse expressions of one loving mystery for the healing of the earth and the renewal of all life. And a second one. Great Spirit, give us hearts to understand, never to take from creation's beauty more than we give, never to destroy wantonly for the furtherance of greed, never to deny to give our hands for the building of earth's beauty, never to take from her what we cannot use. Give us hearts to understand that to destroy earth's music is to create confusion, that to wreck her appearance is to blind us to beauty, that to callously pollute her fragrance is to make a house of stench, that as we care for her, she will care for us. Amen. So I want to offer for this month as a suggestion for spiritual practice, right? And for your own connection, for your own well-being, to get outside with the earth, hug a tree, plant a garden, smell the flowers, walk, take a hike, clean up your neighborhood, clean up a seashore, donate, give some charity of either money or time to some cause that is seeking to help the environment or to protect its creatures. Really, we can be very selfish and greedy. Taurus is also the sign of money and resources. What do I have? What's in my bank account? What do I value for myself? But the invitation really is to, that's all an illusion, that myself is something separate than the earth itself, than all other beings living on this planet. We are sharing this planet. So let's move beyond the personal egoic sense of greed and security into more of a unified, universal understanding of what can I do as part of the collective to ensure the peace and sanctity of all beings living on this dear, beautiful planet that we have. I want to show you two cards that come from the tarot. One is the Empress. The Empress is the card associated with Venus. Venus is the ruler of Taurus, and it relates to everything feminine and beautiful and sensual. It relates to abundance and fertility, all of that beauty. So there's a sense of fullness that we carry within ourselves, this ability to create and to connect with all life on the planet, that we're not disconnected from it. The earth is within us, right? And we grow it and our relationship to it. And our efforts and actions in the world, our behaviors matter. They matter. How we nurture and care for our earth matters. Another card associated with Taurus in the tarot is the Hierophant, which is sometimes called the High Priest. But the Hierophant is literally a card that speaks to the fact that we are embodied souls. We are physical manifestations of Godness, and that the universal divine energy of all life flows through us and channels through us. And that when we have an awareness of that and a deep presence to the mystery of all creation existing in our own flesh, in our own body, our bones, our muscles, our structure, in the heart that's beating within us, and we recognize that we are just a physical manifestation of everything in creation, like us, every being like me wishes to have security and safety and have all of the things I need from my physical being to live and thrive so that I can be God in the world and bring that forth. Um, okay, those are the tarot reading cards for you. Other suggestions I have, I will say, I know that a lot of you know that my book came out this past just a couple of weeks ago with Jupiter in Aries. Jupiter is about to move into Taurus on May 16th. And I just want to call your attention to where in your chart is Jupiter. And when Jupiter is moving through Taurus, where in your chart do you have Taurus? What houses does that occupy? Where in your life do you connect with your own body, with resources, with values, with themes related to beauty and the earth? And with Jupiter moving that through that section of your chart coming up from May 16th forward, really for a whole year, Jupiter is always asking us to grow. Jupiter is always inviting us in to have a deeper soul level connection with something meaningful, and for us to be learning and gaining more wisdom and more access to truth. And we're aspiring to some kind of new understanding around that area of our life. So, what area of that life, of your life, is that happening in? Right. So, you might want to look at your chart, see where you have Taurus on the cusp of a house, see the house before that. There's some energy that Jupiter is going to move through in that house, as well as the house that Taurus is ruling for you. In the back of this book, there are also some suggestions on how to align with Jupiter energy in Taurus. There are also exercises for doing a cyclical review of your life, like what was happening in your life the last time Jupiter was in Taurus 12 years ago, and 12 years prior to that, and 12 years prior to that. So you can go through and think, okay, the last time, if I'm 54 now, the last time Jupiter was in Taurus, I was 42, and before that, I was 30. And what was abundant in my life? What was showing up around my resources, around my values, around my security at that time? And what did I learn from those experiences? And how might that inform how my soul is continuing to grow and learn those lessons, right? So I'm also offering a workshop May 3rd, I believe is the date. I'll send a link and you can find it on my website. But I'm offering a workshop specifically about Jupiter and Taurus so we could do this work together. Yay, fun in a community of friends, looking at your own chart and making meaning for that. Um, I think that's all I want to offer you this month. Please leave any comments, ask any questions, reach out. I wish you a beautiful Earth Day and springtime. Thanks.